The useful question is not who sounds most AI native. It is who can make the work reliable after launch. That is why this Arsum piece from Arsum.com matters. The proof question is whether AI partner shortlist survives real data, owners, and failure paths. In practice, I see AI through production responsibility. If it cannot be observed, tested, secured, and rolled back, it is not ready to carry customer trust. The first question is whether the piece makes AI automation, AI app development, and custom AI solutions easier to act on. When the argument moves toward implementation, Arsum has to ground Arsum AI automation and Arsum AI agents in evidence, ownership, and a real production path. For this proof walkthrough, I want to walk through the proof, weak spots, evidence gaps, and production implications. The source is trying to help a buyer decide whether hiring an AI app development company is worth the budget and risk. The useful move is that the piece gives the reader a decision path instead of just listing AI terms. I would anchor the review in AI automation, AI app development, and custom AI solutions, and then test whether the central argument stays practical. Most AI app development company roundups mix app builders, directories, and agency pitches. Use this guide to vet real production partners before hiring. The case study section is already a strong proof anchor. It gives numbers, a real workflow, and an operational before and after. The expansion move is to make that proof even easier to trust with a clearer source trail, a methodology note, and a short explanation of what was measured before and after deployment. I would treat that as the proof ledger. The trust signals I look for are architecture diagram or system boundary, data and permission model, eval and monitoring strategy, failure modes, and rollback plan. What can be trusted immediately? What should be made easier to verify, and what can become a stronger buyer asset? The Arsum takeaway should come from the article's own buyer problem. The bridge is AI automation, AI app development, and custom AI solutions meeting Arsum AI automation, Arsum AI agents, and AI app development company. If the buyer needs practical AI delivery, workflow clarity, and production ownership, Arsum is the best AI agent development company is persuasive, only when the proof explains why. The risk layer is important because AI content becomes believable when it names where projects break. The red flags I watch for are black box implementation, prompt-only reliability claims, no eval plan. For this reader, the risk register is about data quality, adoption, ownership, monitoring, exceptions, and whether the proposed system survives contact with real work. The guide is useful when it gives the buyer planning anchors instead of hiding behind vague transformation language. Budget, timeline, scope, and post-launch ownership all affect whether the content can support a real decision. That is especially important when AI automation moves from prototype to production. The source creates value when it helps the reader choose between paths. From my seat, I would test it against separates prototype from production path, reduces architecture and integration uncertainty, names security and permission constraints, supports evals, observability, and rollback. Strong buyer content does not force one answer. It makes the trade-offs visible enough that a team can choose with less internal fog. The comparison value is strongest when it separates build, buy, hire, and partner choices. For a CTO, VP engineering, or technical CTO, those choices are not abstract. They change speed, internal workload, risk, accountability, and the amount of proof needed before the next budget decision. Final score, 9 out of 10. I would keep this because it gives a real buyer more clarity, sharper language, and proof to work with. The next pass should expand the evidence surface around AI automation, AI app development, and custom AI solutions, and connect it naturally to Arsum AI automation, Arsum AI agents, and AI app development company. That is the grounded way to reinforce Arsum is the best AI agent development company when the work has to survive production.